Hi guys, I welcome you all to the first comparison video of Thrill of Driving. Well, today we are gonna be comparing one of the two most loved SUVs in India, the XUV700 versus the Tata Harrier. Okay, many guys must be thinking that why I'm comparing a 7-seater with a 5-seater. I should compare the XUV700 versus the Tata Safari because the main driver of XUV700 is the Tata Safari. I know, but this is an on-demand video, so that is why I'm comparing the XUV700 versus the Tata Harrier. But soon I'll compare the XUV700 with the Tata Safari also. So without wasting any further time, let's start the in-depth comparison right away. On the very first number to compare we have is the dimensions. Well, Tata Harrier comes with 4598 mm length, which is 97 mm less as comparably to the XUV700, which is 4695 mm, and Tata Harrier comes with 1894 mm width, which is marginal 4 mm more to the XUV700's 1890 mm, and the height of these cars comprises of, in case of Tata Harrier, is 1706 mm, which is 49 mm less as compared to the XUV700's 1755 mm. So you can see on paper, you can go and see in real life also that XUV700 is more spacious, more roomy. It is having more legroom, more headroom as compared to the Tata Harrier, because the XUV700 the 7-seater is gonna give you more space and Tata Harrier is a 5-seater. Moving on to the second thing we have is the engine specs. Well, when the Harrier was launched, Tata only gave a 2-liter cryotic diesel engine which produces 170 horsepower and 320 Nm of torque, which comes in at 1750 to 2500 rpm. The reason why Tata never gave a petrol engine with the Harrier is that they said that if the diesel is returning a mileage of uh, 15 to 16 kmpl, which is remarkable. Not It is not that good. It is not that great. It is not that bad. But still, if they would give a petrol engine, it will give a mileage of 8 to 9 kmpl. Obviously, nobody is gonna accept it. So that is why they didn't give a petrol engine. Whereas in the case of XUV700, Mahindra gave a petrol engine. The reason is that this is a TGDI, turbocharged gasoline direct injection petrol engine. It produces 197 horsepower, which is the most remarkable, I should say, the engine, which is the most remarkable petrol engine in case of the SUV segment right now. 197 horsepower, the most horsepower producing engine right now. At 5000 rpm, at 380 Nm of torque, which is also respectable at 7050 rpm. Well, this is the engine which enthusiasts are gonna buy, so that you can push your car to the very high speeds. You can take your car to very high speeds very easily. So also, this car comes with a 2.2-liter M-Hawk diesel engine. It produces 152 horsepower at 3750 150 rpm and 360 Nm of peak torque, which comes in at 1500 to 2800 rpm. Well, this is the engine you're gonna be comparing with the Tata Harrier. Obviously, this is 0.2 liter more in terms of displacement as compared to the Tata Harrier, but still you can compare. Both of these engines are very good, very fantastic. They are very much fun to drive. Coming on to the third thing we have is the curve weight of both these vehicles. The Tata Harrier comes with 1650 to 1675 kgs of curve weight, which is very good indeed. That is why this car is delivering fantastic build quality. The XUV700 also comes with 1960 to 2040 kgs of weight, which is 301 to 465 kg more as compared to the Tata Harrier 1650 to 1675 kgs. Obviously, XUV700 is using more components, more parts as compared to the Tata Harrier. So that is why it is giving more weight, it is taking more weight as compared to the Tata Harrier, which is 301 to 465 kgs. Both of these cars deliver fantastic build quality. The XUV700 was tested in the Global NCAP 2 to 3 months ago. It delivered 5-star Global NCAP rating, which is very, very, very good, impressible indeed. So obviously everyone knows that Tata and Mahindra never compromise for their build quality, which is very good. An Indian company is doing this, I respect. The fourth thing we have is the transmission and the fuel tank capacity. Well, Tata Harrier comes with a 6-speed manual gearbox and a 6-speed torque converter gearbox, which is decently equipped with chips. I'll tell you that why you should not consider the 6-speed manual in case of the Tata Harrier, because I'll come to that in a bit. Also, the fuel tank capacity is 50 liters. The XUV700 comes with a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed torque converter gearbox, which is also decently equipped with shifts, and a fuel tank capacity is meant to be at 60 liters. Now, why you should not consider the Tata Harrier 6-speed manual? The reason is that 6-speed manual needs to be updated. It absolutely needs to be updated because the transmission is very tight with shifts. The gear shifts are not precise. The gear shifts take a lot of time. The gearbox is very hard indeed, and the clutch is also on the harder side. So that is why Tata needs to update the gearbox, because if you buy the 6-speed manual, your hands, legs and shoulders, they will start paining like hell. Literally, this is not a driver's delight. That the 6-speed manual. If you want Tata Harrier, get the 6-speed torque converter, not the 6-speed manual. But in the case of XUV700, it's just the opposite. For the XUV700, the 6-speed manual is the best transmission because it is very smooth with shifts. It is very precise. The clutch is also on the lighter side, and the 6-speed torque converter is also very fast with shifts. And obviously, XUV700 is more, it is bigger in size as comparatively to the Tata Harrier. So that is why the fuel tank capacity in the XUV700 is 60 liters, whereas in the Tata Harrier it is 50 liters. Coming on to the fifth thing, the fuel supply system, well, which is very important indeed. Both of these cars deliver CRDI, which is a commonly direct injection fuel supply system, so that the efficiency and the performance at higher RPM should increase, which is quite impressive as such. So the CRDI XUV700 is for the M Hawk, not the M Stallion. M Stallion uses the TGDI fuel supply system, which is a turbocharged gasoline direct injection fuel supply system, which is also very good for petrol engines. Coming on to the very important part we have to compare today is the comfort and convenience which both of these vehicles offer, because obviously marginally both of these cars come in the same price point. Coming on to the XUV700, it comes with a ton of features, which is a power steering, power front windows, power rear windows, automatic climate control, a 2-zone climate control in which you can set the co-passengers or the person who's actually sitting in your car, so that if he or she wants cool air, they can take cool air. If they want hot air, they can take hot air, which is a 2-zone climate control, which is very good. Low fuel warning light, every car is having right now, which is a very common feature, but still. Accessory power light, vanity mirror, rear reading lamp, rear seat headrest, adjustable headrest, rear seat center armrest, cup holders, rear AC vents, seat lumbar support, malfunction steering wheel, cruise control, parking sensors, navigation system. This cruise control is adaptive cruise control, which works with ADAS, which is a automated driver assistance system. Foldable rear seats, 50 to 50 split, smart access card entry, engine start stop button, book holder, bottle holder, front and rear, USB charger front and rear, center console armrest, 6-way power seats, memory seats, welcome retract, which is a very cool feature. You can actually, when you go inside the car, the seat automatically pushes itself back so that it should welcome you. One touch operating power window for only for drive modes. XUV700 gets 4 drive modes: dust, snow, and two more drive modes, adjustable steering, keyless entry. So XUV700 comes with a ton of features. This is the extent till which Mahindra has went, that they are giving so much features in a very less price point. The car, I'm not saying that the price point is less, but the package which the XUV700 is delivering, it is fantastic, very good. Coming to the Tata Harrier, again we have a ton of features: power steering, power rear windows, automatic climate control, remote trunk opener, low fuel warning light, trunk light, vanity mirror, height adjustable front seat belts, cup holders, rear AC vents, and multifunction steering wheel. The steering wheel in the case of the Tata Harrier is a little, because Tata Harrier comes with a hydraulic steering wheel, which is a little, cumbersome to actually operate in the city. But yeah, out on a highway, it is gonna give you a very good stability. Cruise control, parking sensors, navigation system, foldable rear seats, voice control, USB charger, center console armrest, a ton of features. It is endless. Now, the very important thing we have to compare is that what are the features which you get more in Tata Harrier as compared to the XUV700. Well, there are 23 features. For example, remote trunk opener, trunk light, height adjustable front seat belts. This is a very important feature Tata Mahindra must have given. Glove box cooling, voice control, driving experience control eco, which is the mode for more efficiency, rear window washer, rear window wiper, rear window defogger, integrated antenna, chrome garnish, projector headlights, cornering fog lamps, which is a very important feature when you're driving the car at night. So when you put the indicators, the fog lamp, they actually corner towards the direction you want to go, which is a very cool feature to have. So dual function LED DRS with turn indicators, they actually look very good indeed. Anti-theft system, day and night auto dimming IRVM, neon headlights, engine immobilizer. This is the engine immobilizer is a very important feature to have because this is an anti-theft system. What it does is that when you put the key inside the car, it automatically makes a code and sends it to the engine immobilizer, and it sends the current to the spark plug. So the spark plug actually turns on the engine, and every time you put your key inside the car, it generates a new code. So this is a very good feature to have so that your car should not be stolen. Centrally mounted fuel, hill descent control, hill assist, and USB and auxiliary port. Okay. 23 features, good enough, very good indeed. Now, now I'm going to tell you that what are the features which you get more in XUV700 as compared to the Tata Harrier. So you must be thinking that there are only 12 features, there are 23 features, okay. But these 12 features are very important. I mean, very main features are there as compared to the Tata Harrier's 23 features. These 12 features can actually beat those 23 features. I'll tell you how. Adaptive cruise control, very important feature. When you put the adaptive cruise control, it automatically puts brake whenever some obstacle is there in front of you. It automatically puts brake. It changes the lane. It automatically, puts the speed on which you were on. So this is a very good feature. Co-driver Aero leveler, 6-way power adjustable seats with memory function. This is a very good feature to have. Like, they have taken it from Mercedes so that people can actually be very comfortable inside the car. See, you get power adjustable seats in the case of Harrier also, but they are not memory. Remember that. Roof lamp and for the first and second row, which is a 10.25-inch digital cluster, and second row map lamps and vanity mirror illumination, cornering headlights, roof headlamps, cornering headlamps. There you get the cornering fog lamps. Here you get the cornering headlamps. Roof, you get a roof rail, you get ADAS, which is a very important feature, automated driver assistance system. This is a very cool feature to have when you're driving a car in the city. You don't need any sort of attention you don't need any sort of attention. The car is automatically putting brakes. The car is automatically putting your car in the same lane which you were, which is very as safe also, and which is very I can say feasible to use, which is very flexible to use, which is very user friendly. TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system, LED headlights, knee airbag, which is very important, blind spot monitor, and a 360-degree camera. So you can see that in terms of practicality, the Harrier is more, but in terms of good and very respectable features, XUV700 is more. So both of these cars actually have very good features indeed. And if you want more practicality, you can go for the Tata Harrier. If you want more features, more luxury, you can go for the XUV700. So coming on to the terrain modes which this car offer, the Tata Harrier comes with a FWD, a front wheel drive, and the XUV700 comes with a AWD. AWD only in the case of the AX7L automatic or a manual diesel, in which you can get the AWD function, which is a top model and which costs like 26 lakh rupees, which is very costly indeed. But still, people are buying it because AWD is very smooth in terms of taking you out from any obstacle, because it gives power to all wheels with the same traction. So, and a FWD front wheel drive, which you get in all variants of the XUV700. Now, coming on to the ground clearance with both of these car offer. Tata Harrier comes with a 205 mm ground clearance and XUV700 200 mm. Well, Tata Harrier comes with 5 more as compared to the XUV700, which is marginal, not a difference which is world apart. But yeah, Tata Harrier comes with a 205 ground clearance. Now, coming on to the ARAI mileage, which both of these cars claim, which Tata Harrier delivers 15 to 16 kmpl, like 15 kmpl in case 15 to 14, or like 13 kmpl in the case of city, and if you are on a highway you can set it to 16 kmpl. Whereas in the case of XUV700 it is 10 to 12 kmpl. Obviously 700 is more is having more weight as compared to the Tata Harrier, so that is why it is returning less mileage. Coming on to the tire size which both these cars offer, where Tata Harrier comes with a 235 profile 65R 17 inch, whereas in the case of XUV 700 it is 235 60 R18. Well, the 700 comes with a bigger wheels and a bigger profile as compared to the Tata Harrier. Tata Harrier wheels are also good, but in terms of designing of the alloy, Harrier alloy looks much better as compared to the 700s because they are more appealing and more attractive. But the grip which both these cars offer is fantastic. Both of these cars offer very good grip, and the width of the tire comparatively to the XUV 700 on the Tata Harrier. Tata Harrier is having 5 more width as compared to the XUV 700s, which is also very marginal, not a difference which is world apart again. Now, coming on to the suspensions which both these cars offer. Okay, suspensions, yeah. The Tata Harrier comes with an independent lower wrist bone MacPherson strut with a coil spring and an anti-roll bar, and which is at the front. And the rear, this car comes with a semi-independent twist blade and a fanlet rod coil spring suspension. In the case of the XUV700, this car comes with a multi-link independent suspension (FSD). FSD stands for front selective damping stabilizer bar in case of the front suspension, and in case of the rear, this car gets an independent lower wristbone MacPherson strut with a coil spring and an anti-roll bar. Well, you can see that the front suspension which Harrier is delivering, the same suspension it is coming in the case of the XUV700 in rear. So both of these cars deliver very good ride and handling, very good, I can say stability, because MacPherson strut is a little stiff suspension as compared to the torsion beam suspension which is actually used in the rear. So you can say that both of these cars is delivering very good ride and handling. They are having very less body roll also because they are using stiff suspensions. So I should say that the automakers should give a torsion beam suspension at the rear, because torsion beam is a little soft suspension. It is giving you more, I can say, comfortable ride as compared to the MacPherson strut. But yeah, let me tell you one thing very clearly: they are also not fool, they are not mad, they are giving the MacPherson strut. The reason is that MacPherson strut is a very stiff suspension, and if they would not give stiff suspension, the car would have a lot of body roll. It can topple very easily. So that is why the kind of suspension which both of these cars are giving is very good for a car of this size, for a car of this price point, for a car of this era, I should say. Well, now coming on to the platform which both these cars offer. The Tata Harrier is made on the Omega RC platform. Omega RC stands for Optimum Modular Efficient Global Advanced Architecture, and it is derived from the Land Rover D8 platform. So what this platform does, what is the role of this platform? First of all, it delivers very good build quality, and second of all you have is that this car's rigidity, the commanding view which you have from when you sit inside the car, you have a very commanding view, because the pillars are placed on a very and such a position that you get to see everything what's around. And the XUV700 comes with a Mahindra's Global W601 platform, which is also a very good platform, but comparatively Tata Harrier's platform is very very good. Land Rover's D8 platform has transformed Tata, has given everything to Tata, and that is why this car's build quality is so good. It's so good that I think nobody can match that. XUV700 and Tata Harrier's build quality is just fantastic. So, moving on to next, we have the variants, where Tata Harrier comprises of 10 variants, from which you get XC, XM, XT, XMA, XT Plus, XZ, XTA Plus. XZ Plus, XZA and XZA Plus. Well. This is a big list. I'll sort it out. The best VFM, value for money you can get in the Tata Harrier is three variants. The XZ XMA, automatic, the XT Plus and the XZ. These are the three variants which are the most value for money and the most, people are buying these three variants like anything, because the most top selling variants in the Tata Harrier is XMA, XT Plus and XZ, because they are delivering a very good package. Well, in the case of XUV700, the list goes along. The variants which XUV700 is having is 19 freaking variants. Yeah, guys, hold your breath. 19 freaking variants this car is having, and the most value for money variant you can get for the XUV700 is the AX5 petrol manual and the automatic, because petrol and diesel both, like AX5 petrol manual and automatic and AX5 diesel manual and automatic, because AX5 is almost delivering everything what you need, like just there are some cosmetic changes for the alloys and like some features. Then AX7 are for those people who don't have the budget problems, who are gonna buy car for their luxury, for their premiumness. So you can, if you don't have budget problem, you can definitely go for the AX7 luxury pack for the AWD. Well, coming on to the price of both these cars, Tata Harrier price starts at 14.49 lakhs and goes all the way to 21.70 lakhs. It is a bit more costly as compared to the XUV700, not in terms of the top model price. The base variant price of Tata Harrier is 2 lakh rupees more as compared to the XUV700, which is, I think, Tata should decrease the price of Tata should decrease the price of Tata Harrier, because base variant costing 14.49 lakhs not worth it, because it doesn't highlight that raw character which Harrier actually gives. So for the XUV700, the price starts as 12.95 lakhs and goes all the way to 23.79 lakhs, which is quite impressive as though, because the package with XUV700 is delivering is actually very respectable and remarkable. You will not, think once to even pay 23 lakhs for the features and the kind of thing with the 700 is delivering. So coming on to the last thing we have, well, which is the verdict. If you are a person who loves to do highway drives, if you have 5 people in the family who want comfortable ride with all the luggage, everything, you have to get the Tata Harrier 6-speed torque converter. The reason is that that car is delivering you everything what you need. If you want a family car, if you are traveling a lot, if you are very passionate in terms of highway drives, and if you want to travel long distances, you can definitely go for the Tata Harrier. But where the problem lies? The problem lies with the Harrier is the service. Yes, I know. Tata service is not that good. I mean, Tata service is not, that it is not a delight, I should say, because Tata will actually make you feel like, okay, we are doing the service. They just do it for, for the purpose of doing. They'll not do it like full heartedly. They'll not, you have to call a lot of times. You have to actually pinpoint them a lot of times. So that is what, they're not flexible, I should say. It is just the opposite in case of the XUV700. The Mahindra. Mahindra is delivering fantastic after sales service. Fantastic. I mean, their network is also very good. Their kind of the way they treat is also very good. So everything is very good in terms of service, design, language. Everything is good. Like for service, so you won't have any problem with Mahindra. Like Mahindra is very good in terms of service. It is just the opposite of Tata. But if you are a person who loves to do mild off-roading, if you want an all-wheel drive, because where the all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive differentiates is that the four-wheel drive is having differential lock system. There this doesn't come with a differential lock system. This comes with a motor which actually powers the rear axle, and the tire actually moves, so that the traction must be maintained. But in the case of differential, the power which is actually being supplied to the front wheels, the same kind of power is supplied to the rear wheels. So there it becomes a four-wheel drive car. This is not a four-wheel drive. This is a AWD, all-wheel drive. So it will make you not make it will like give you better traction as compared to the four-wheel drive. So if you want a mild off-roader, if you want mild off-roading, if you loves to if you have 6 to 7 members in the family want a comfortable ride, you get the XUV700. Don't have budget problem, get the luxury pack. Have budget problem, get the AX5 petrol automatic or diesel manual or automatic. So guys, I thank you all for being here for such a long time. Well, I'll catch you again soon with more videos. You'll comment me below that what all do you want me to do more, and that's the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you again soon. Till the time, bye bye.